All right. Trying something new today, guys. Welcome in. Javante, the reporter, here to talk to the peeps. There's a lot that's been going on. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Trying something new. All right. So, we seem to have a problem. It seems like things are really getting ready to escalate. I've been hearing that there's a event at the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant that's getting ready to unfold. They're holding wild drills there. They're holding a catastrophe, or not catastrophe, but a radiological leakage drill, or just some drills to make sure that people know what to do in the case of a leak at the power plant or a terrorist attack at the power plant. It's officially been given a countdown for war with NATO, with Russia and NATO. Yes, I think the plant's really about to take a bad turn. Now, I don't know if y'all seen the video with Liz Truss pretty much calling for Ukraine to join NATO without any delay, pretty much a fast pace into NATO, which would really mess everything up at this point. We're in a bad time, guys. We're in a really, really bad time. Kosovo and Serbia is getting out of hand. Kosovo is now, they have two Serbian groups that they are marking as terrorists. There have been explosions in Kosovo. There's been attacks. K4 talking about problems there as well. In Kosovo, they're criticizing Kosovo for marking the two Serb ethnic groups as terrorists. This is going to escalate the situation in Kosovo. So another war is getting ready to get started. The United States is strengthening their position in Syria. Russia's still being aggressive with our planes there. The Wagner Group is building up in Belarus. And yeah, there's a lot that we need to talk about, my friends. It's a lot that's happened in the last day. But anyways, Liz Truss is calling for Ukraine to join NATO, and they're calling for, or she's calling for the West. She's calling for the West to pretty much not lift any sanctions on Russia. They want to come to no agreements with Russia on the Ukraine war, nothing, until the criminals are held responsible. That's in their words, So there's a lot. I'm trying to figure out where I want to start at. I think I'm going to start with the exercises that's going around the world right now. There's a lot of military exercises that are taking place that are simulating attacks on our enemies. We have our enemies building up in our backyard. China now having Honduras, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Cuba. I'm trying to figure out Brazil, Venezuela. So they have a whole line right below us. They have a whole line. China's getting more and more countries on board. They have more and more foot placements just in case they go to war with America. They're right in our backyard, guys. They're right in Latin America. And they've been telling you guys they're sneaking in our country. They're coming through our borders. Migrants, military age migrants coming through our borders. Now they're saying it's up to the tens of thousands. So from before, it was like 2,200, I think they said, was entering our country. Now they're saying up to 10,000 Chinese are coming into our country. 10,000. Nothing's being done about it. Nothing. I've been warning America about this, but this is where we're going. And then we have this. So Poland wants nukes. Told you this was coming. Poland wants nukes. to deal with Belarus, because Belarus have tactical nuclear weapons stationed in their country. Probably strategic nukes. We don't even know at this point. Russia will not communicate with the West. Now Poland wants weapons of mass destruction, and eventually Ukraine's going to have the same weapons because they are capable of making nuclear weapons. It's never been hidden. Everyone knows this. Ukraine can make a nuke if they want to. So NATO is supposed to be making a huge announcement, I think in the coming weeks. July the 11th, I think is the Vilnius summit. And they're supposed to be making a major announcement for Ukraine. Now, it's either going to come in two forms. There's going to be um, number one, that Ukraine gets the path to join NATO, which now the UK is trying to say this is block all the roadways, like all the roadblocks for Ukraine to get into NATO, because they're at war and all that. There's roadblocks. There's things Ukraine has to do to get into NATO. But now the UK is like, nah, let's just wipe that under and find a way to get them into this alliance. Even in war, that means we go to war with Russia. I hope people know that. And as soon as that war starts, it's not going to end. There's no going back. There's no back button. They're escalating us, guys. Big time. They're escalating. I had no idea they were coming in our border. Yes, they are coming in our border bad. Like tens of thousands. Been reported. Tens of thousands. Feel like everything has escalated fast in 1 month. It's only getting faster. And guys, that's why I'm like, if you need to make a plan, you need to make it now. Not too many more channels are going to be able to tell you guys to keep preparing. If you are not preparing or paying attention now, you're already late. Like you're already late in the game, but it's better late than never. Russia is starting up a campaign, and they're about to start doing more DDoS attacks on NATO members in Ukraine. What is DDoS attacks? These are cyber attacks, usually from Russian-backed hackers. But they're running a campaign to start doing these again. So we have that going on as well. So if you have internet shutdowns, if school in your area is having some problems, because I know they hack schools, I know they hack governments, I know they hack some of the transportation lines, I know they hack our grid. They pretty much cyber attack everything. But if there is an increase in your area, that's why they're talking about doing more of these type of attacks. We have the United States saying that they were not consulted before Kosovo declared the Serbian groups terrorists. So the United States was not told by Kosovo that they were going to mark Serbian groups as terrorists. And this makes the United States position a little more difficult as we're trying to kind of level this out. We have ties with Serbia, we have ties with Kosovo. Kosovo is mostly Albanian, Albania is part of NATO. This is kind of why Kosovo got that protection. But at the same time, I feel like things could just escalate off of both sides, because the way that they're punishing Kosovo, the EU is putting financial consequences on them, taking away some of their benefits, and they're doing the same thing to Serbia. And I think this is going to escalate things, because that's going to make the countries get a little more desperate. Not to resolve the issue, but, well, I guess that would be a way of resolving the issue. Even if they fought it out, that's a way to resolve it, I guess. So, just wanted to say that on that one. Hungary is now rejecting another EU plan to boost Ukraine's military spending. Hungary has been blocking these a lot lately. It's kind of getting to the point that we're questioning whose side are they on. Turkey and Hungary, both sides are actually blocking Sweden from getting into NATO. NATO really wants Sweden in. They want to build this Baltic Sea fleet. They want to be able to link their equipment in that area in the Baltic Sea. They already said this. They're trying to intertwine between countries: Norway, Finland, Sweden, the Baltic states, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, and they're trying to get Russia pretty much out of the Baltic Sea. But Russia still has that connection with Kaliningrad. That's just going to make that spot more hot. But I don't think Sweden's going to join NATO anytime soon. And if they do, I would be surprised with all the corn burning and stuff, and Turkey passing Turkish red lines. I think Sweden's not going to get into the alliance anytime, like at all. I think they'd have pissed off Turkey enough. They pissed off Turkey a little more than Greece. You already hear about Turkey and Greece tensions no more. They were supposed to have a war at the beginning of this year, and they backed out of that. But yeah, Sweden's membership is looking. So Ukraine is reporting that Russia at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant is telling the workers there, if something happens, blame it on Ukraine. So basically, if there's an explosion, blame it on Ukraine. If there is a breach, blame it on Ukraine, something like that. Once again, it could be one way or the other. Ukraine could really attack the plant if their counteroffensive is not going too well. Or Russia can attack the plant if Ukraine's counteroffensive is going well, because they just passed the Dnipro River, which means they got a nice foothold in Kherson, which means they have a way to get down to Crimea easily. It won't be that easy. I mean, it's war, but they have a way to get down to Crimea, and that means this war escalates. I'm going to keep telling people that the closer it gets to Crimea, hold my word for it, the closer we get to escalation. Did you hear about? Yeah, I won't touch on that one. I just got my iodide pills in the mail. Awesome. Remember, only take those if you know that a missile is getting ready to come, like war is getting ready to go down a big time. It's about to be a radiological event in your area. Those are the only times y'all take those. You have to take them pretty accurate. I think they said, well, I guess whatever you're prescribed. I mean, at that point in time. So stock up on your potassium iodide. The government is, and yeah, just be careful out there, my friends. Something's about to happen at Zaporizhzhia. Xi Jinping deploys fighter jets and bombers near Taiwan as the United States approves 2 possible military support deals. So there's another military package that has been passed by the United States, approved for an arms sale to Taiwan. We're supposed to be doing one for Ukraine soon, which it's not an arms sale. This one would be, out of our pocket, but we're supposed to be upping Ukraine's military spending. So I think it's now placed somewhere between 90 billion. Maybe it'll go up to 100 or something, 130, 140 billion. But they are supposed to be putting this in the bill so we can spend more money on Ukraine. Germany, the United States is upping their military support for Ukraine as far as sending in equipment, getting more packages out there, giving Ukraine what they need for the counteroffensive. Besides F-16 fighter jets, which they're just starting to do training in Romania. I think it's either Romania or Denmark. Quote me on that one. Romania or Denmark, they started training in. But yeah, they did start their F-16 training, so that lets me know they're probably going to get these jets soon. All right. As far as Taiwan, this is going to escalate the situation. China continuously tells us not to arm Taiwan, not to sell them anything, and we're still, trying to make those sales to Taiwan. United States plans this is how much we're going to spend, or how much the arms sales is. So it's $440 million in arms sales and military vehicle support for Taiwan. Wow. Approval follows purchase request from Taiwan agency managing the United States foreign arms sales, and says announcing the State Department move. The proposed sale will help build our response to the military threat from the Communist Party of China and Taiwan's defense ministry. So another $440 million for Taiwan. That's amazing. Yes. Just keep Keep doing it, guys. You're doing great on escalating the tensions. It's working. It's working. We're so close to World War III. I can taste it. I think the world can see it too. People are starting to freak out. Uh, am I? Is my area the only one that's getting flooded? Um, our supermarkets are getting flooded out here. Like they've been packed to a T. They cannot stock up on anything, and people are buying like crazy. I don't know if it's because it's summertime and just everyone's out and about, but it hasn't looked like this since pre-COVID, like since before COVID hit or when COVID hit, when everybody was freaking out buying toilet paper and shit. But over here, yeah, we're having problems on stocking up. I think, as I said, I think people are waking up and are starting to get their shit now. So guys, maybe you should start getting your shit now too. We have the United States in a very concerning show of force against North Korea. We have more strategic bombers, nuclear capable bombers flying over North Korea, or not over North Korea, but right by North Korea. And let's see, hold on. The United States flew nuclear capable bombers to the Korean Peninsula on Friday in its latest show of force against North Korea, days after North staged a massive anti-United States rally. Yeah, this was supposed to be the destroy the United States, the movement to go to war with the United States. 120 North Korean, 120,000, I believe, North Korean protesters went to the streets on an anti-United States rally, showing the tensions around the world. And that was right after they said that we're on the verge of nuclear war in the peninsula. Well, that tensions haven't been as bad since the Korean War. And that's a different statement coming from North Korea. Usually, they're threatening to destroy and shit, threaten to nuke, threaten to attack, all the rhetoric. But this is the first time that they really brought up the tensions between them and South Korea, and Japan being on par of the last time they went to war, which was the Korean War. And they're all, it's showing that that's about to break off too. They're all connecting radar systems, Japan, South Korea, and the United States. They want real-time info on North Korea's missiles and launches. They want to be able to retaliate or be able to respond in a short amount of time if North Korea does go ahead with this provocation. So hopefully they don't. But like I said, things are just looking bad, guys. Russian forces began to flee Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. Ukrainian defense intelligence says so. If y'all haven't been out of the bind, we're in the end game, I guess, for the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. Just like with the dam, they warned you guys last year the dam was going to blow at some point in time, and it ended up blowing up. Other Kovka dam I'm talking about, and now we have the Zaporizhia power plant, which has been hyped up last year too, which now is getting ready to go. If they really got the balls to blow this thing up or do some kind of terrorist attack. If they do, bro, we're in some trouble. And that's all I gotta say. We're in some major trouble. Y'all really think that this war is going to calm down? It's going to be okay after this? Y'all really think the United States is just going to sweep Russia and China with no problems and no damage at home? You guys are mistaken, bro. We're in some trouble. Your government knows this. This is why everyone looks shook on the world stage. If y'all seen Blinken lately, if y'all seen John Kirby, if y'all seen any of these guys, even Biden at some points, they look like they're shook. Lindsey Graham, when he was talking about war with Russia and NATO, he looked shook. They look like they don't even know what they're about to get themselves into. Even the media, like some of the people in the media, when they're talking about this stuff, they're like, well, could this escalate? Oh, yeah. And they be looking like shook. Like, what do they do in this point? They're supposed to be the puppets that's meant to brainwash us and keep us in this loop and not knowing what's going on. And it ends up I guess fucking them in the end. I wonder if the news really going to tell us in the end, like if reporters are going to, you know how when the invasion of Ukraine started, there was reporters in the background saying, you know, we're not for this war and all this shit on RT and on different Russian media. I wonder if some reporters are going to do that, you know, when America really does go into a war. Are they going to actually try to do something for their people and family, or are they just going to keep us in the dark? Guess we'll know when that time comes. Okay, we have ISIS. Just remember the times we're in, guys. Just remember the times. ISIS is apparently plotting a major attack on the UK using British terrorists. UK, this one's for you guys. I guess ISIS is supposed to be doing a major attack on a public gathering on the British soil. And I guess they've been planning this attack for a while. So terrorists from the Islamic State have been plotting to carry out a large-scale atrocity in the United Kingdom. Iraqi intelligence officials have revealed. It's just going to escalate the war with Syria again? Like, you know, it's going to be our little thing to start fighting ISIS in Syria, you know, the distraction war again, to escalate with Russia and Iran, because Russia and Iran's about to try to get the United States out of Syria. It's only a matter of time. Got some breaking news. Give me a second. What we got? What we got? The Gene Media Library has been burned down. The Gene Media Library has been burned down. This in France? Probably. Cameras destroyed. Oh, yeah, I heard France going through it. Yeah, that's another thing. France, they got some crazy riots going on right now. People are standing up in France, bro. That's what they're talking about. All right. What we got next? What's up, Frost? What's up, Mustang? Give y'all shout out on here. What's up, Young Louie? What's up, Red Hawk? Rudy? Let's see. Who else in here? Patrick? Marlene? Rachel? Bettina? Wolf Lover? Sen M. Welcome in, guys. Much love, everyone. Oh, the Bleak God. What's up, bro? How you doing today? Hell yeah. We got him in here as well. Okay. What we got next? What we got next? I got to do a live on TikTok after this. But I wanted to go on YouTube because I've been promising a YouTube live. I've been promising to be a little more active on here. As y'all can see, I got a StreamYard. I didn't get the paid version, so hopefully y'all can deal with the logo and shit. This is going to be the new YouTube live. I'm going to try to do it, you know, to make it a little easier for people to watch me. I know it's harder to have an acapella background and all that. But chill music, vibes. This is us, man. Jay, you only got one mod in here. I got a couple. I should. If I have to, I can make some new ones for YouTube. I love this live setup also. Thank you. Thank you. So, this is going to make me want to buy the Iran Call of Duty. So, Iran is making a Call of Duty game. And it's, I think it's released. Or it's about to be released. But it's about Iran and Russia going to war with the United States and NATO. With God's permission, we'll make a lot of money. Revenge almost makes Black Ops look subtitled. Almost. This is crazy. So Iran is making a Call of Duty game about us going to war with them in Russia. NATO, Iran, and Russia going to war. Oh, in Israel too. Damn. Dude, I kind of gotta check that one out. That's gonna be interesting. All right, United States assumes Putin's red lines are more flexible than previously thought. This is a bad development. Why? Because now the United States is becoming more flexible, pushing Russia's red lines, and we don't know how far this goes. We don't know how far this goes. How far do we keep poking until the bear just explodes one, or explodes a couple, or fucks up the world? How long? We're not that far, guys. We got to realize we have the long range, we have long range missiles, and now we're talking about sending the ATACMs. That's going to be coming soon. We have Abram tanks. We have Leopard 2 tanks, Challenger 2 tanks, depleted uranium going into Ukraine. We have a cyber command center in Ukraine. We have a communication center in Ukraine. We have a couple bases where we train Ukraine, and NATO trains Ukraine in their own country, and of course in other countries. Of course, NATO countries that participate in that. We have a lot. So he's taking in a lot, and I'm wondering. Canadian Prepper brought up a very good point. I was watching him earlier this morning. He brought up a good point that what if Ukraine end up turning? What if, because we're not really giving Ukraine what they want, and it's the reason we're not giving Ukraine what they want. We can really give them the weapons. He has a point. We can give them the weapons that we want to give them. No problem. It's something we're not trusting. And I feel like they think at the back of their head that Ukraine could switch sides. And that would be a big plot twist. Big plot twist. But it's not impossible. You gotta realize nothing's impossible. We wanted to keep going this one way, but it could really go the other. Ukraine is their own country, and they can make their own decision. Now, that would risk, of course, a war with NATO, but they've been fighting Russia for how long now? And the only one they got to worry about in NATO is the United States. And whoever follows them at that point, There might be some countries that follow Ukraine. Who knows? Does that mean this is going to happen? No. That's speculation. That one is speculation. But it can happen. And we're putting billions of dollars into this war, and this can easily just one day be like, okay, let's go the other way. Let's see if we can take on the West with all this stuff they got. They're depleted. They got no weapons. They can't protect themselves. China comes up with a deal with Ukraine. I mean, they did it with Saudi Arabia and Iran. Nobody thought Saudi Arabia and Iran was going to get along. I wouldn't be surprised if China made a deal between Russia and Ukraine, turning to us. Now, is that possible? Yeah. Is that going to happen? We'll have to wait and see. But for right now, let's see how this plant thing goes. Let's see how this plant thing goes. The Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. If this thing blows, then we know what direction this war's going to go. Russia plotting to assassinate Prigozhin. A Ukraine spy boss tells the United States. I've been hearing about that. Actually, I heard the order was given out to the Russian army to pop him. So if he does end up dead, then we'll know that this coup wasn't, I guess, bullshit or anything. That this was a real thing. But if he does not end up dead and just keeps, wandering and starts the war in Kyiv or starts the war in Poland, wherever the Wagner's planning to do next, then we will know that it was fake at that point. Maybe it had a change of heart or whatever, but it's very debatable. I know people are trying to find their way around this and say, was this fake? Was this real? I believe it was, I don't know. In the back of my head, I feel like it was orchestrated, but at the same time, it could have very well been real, like dead ass. It's just the way the propaganda is putting it on all sides. NATO's, literally building up their shit right now because the Wagner's in Belarus. This was part of the plan, then NATO would know right now. They would know, of course, that this was part of the plan. But then there's sources saying that they knew that they were going to turn against Russia. So I don't know. What do you guys think on that one? A possible terrorist attack at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant does not pose a threat to Kyiv. Yeah, good luck. Good job, Ukraine. So they're saying the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant will not be a threat to Kyiv, downtown Kyiv, the city. So all residents in Kyiv will be okay. But everywhere else, Poland, Romania, Russia, Crimea, any one of these areas could be contaminated in radiation. But once again, they keep warning of a terrorist attack. They keep warning of a terrorist attack, and it's getting intense. So we know something's about to happen, or something is being brewed up to happen. And there was another statement today that if the plant blows up, so I heard Lindsey Graham say there will be war with NATO. Now the European is saying it will be equal to Russia dropping a nuke on Ukraine. So all this is tying together. That was today. The EU coming out saying that if Russia does blow up the plant, it'll be equal to a nuclear strike on Ukraine. What they said they would do with a nuclear strike: take out the Russian Navy, take out the Russian Army. The ministry, government agencies are working on all possible scenarios for the development of the events at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. The Prime Minister took part in preparatory meeting of the Interdepartmental Crisis Center. So yeah, this is starting to become evacuations. They're saying Russia's evacuating. They're telling their citizens now to get potassium iodine, when to take it, and all that. So I guess they're really scared that something's about to go down there, guys. I got a lot of news on the Zaporizhzhia. It's been, like I said, it's been escalating big time. Yep, more drills. Let me see. I'm trying to find something else. Russia diplomat calls on the world community not to let Ukraine attack the plant. That's another one. Biden. Oh, this one's interesting. I think I'm not for Trump or Biden. I'm neutral, completely neutral on the world stage. Biden might have got himself in some shit. So there was a phone that has made calls. I'm trying to think of how to explain this without, I don't even care. Basically some side calls, side mission calls, side money plays, all that. So Biden, they know the number to this phone. They figured out pretty much everything about this phone. They probably got all the connects, who Biden's been talking to and all that. Anyway, they didn't know who had the phone. Now, this phone is tied to Hunter Biden as well. It's tied to Hunter Biden, tied to China, a couple things. They ended up calling. I think it was Jake Sullivan, actually. Ended up calling the phone. Guess who picks up the phone? Biden. So now he's perfectly connected to this phone. So whatever business comes out on the administration or whatever, all that's going to come back on him. If anything shady has been done, it will come back on him. So both sides under investigation, guys. It's such a good look in our country when we got Republicans facing indictments and Democrats doing criminal shit. Like, you really literally can't trust nothing in this country. Not to say that anything's a true or lie, but it's what it looks like on the world stage. Look at the United States. Look what's going on over there. Their leaders can't even be good. What makes you think that their citizens can be good? They don't care no more, guys. They really don't. But yeah, Biden picks up after a journalist called the secret burner phone revealed in a Hunter scandal. On Sunday, the investigative journalist and Clinton Cash author Peter Switzer revealed that Hunter Biden had been paying for a secret global phone from AT&T to tune up to $300 per month. So he paid $300 per month for this secret burner phone, and it's directly connected to his father. This will be covered up. We'll see. It'll be covered up soon. China says the United States must lift sanction if it wants military talks. So if it wants military talks to continue, they have to lift sanctions. Is the United States going to do that? That would mean we'd have to back down in the microchip war with China, the whole semiconductor chip war. So, don't know if we will. We'll see. It's just been bad. It's been getting way, way bad. Kherson Bridge taken out by Russia. Thank you, Amy. Oh man, that's not good. United States says India could join NATO. Navy patrols in the South China Sea. So India is getting ready. This is part of their Quad group. Y'all know India's tied with the BRICS. They have this whole alliance with China, Russia, South Africa, Brazil. I think that's it. Yeah. And then they have Quad, which is the United States, Japan, Australia, and India. So they're in both of these. It's a weird situation with India because they're really close to Russia. They're kind of close to China, but they hate. They're business. They only talk business with China. They don't really anywhere else, like on the military field, they're not really cooperative. They don't get along. They always having fist fights. They're always I don't know. I'm not saying invading, but approaching each other's territory, I guess they would call it. They're always doing something to I heard Russia told their troops by Monday. Oh, to leave by Monday? Wow. That's a new one for me. Wait, when's the 4th? It's Friday. The 1st is tomorrow. 2nd is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, wow. Tuesday be the 4th of July. Ooh. Someone's been making a prediction about the 4th of July might be the day the fireworks go up. That's not my prediction, but if that's the truth, man, that would be wild. Nobody would even, well, I think they'd be able to tell the difference from some fireworks from, bombings or anything like that, but that's a big speculation. United States and German defense ministers agree for further military aid. That's just a touch up on what I talked about earlier. I just kind of did that one a cappella, but yes, the United States and Germany is going to give more military aid to Ukraine. The former president of the Philippines is voicing concerns over the United States military presence in the Philippines and saying that this is going to put the Philippines in danger. We are in a bind if the Americans are here to stay and bring arms. It would be too pretty naive or stupid for Filipinos to think that Americans would only bring conventional warheads. Is this a hint that he might have some speculation that we might be putting some other kind of weapons in the Philippines to counter who? Bro, that'd be a plot twist. Now, if it'd be the Philippines, it'd be Japan, Australia. Oh, well, Australia's getting nuclear subs, so they're already pretty much in that little circle. Told Russians to leave now, the UK to leave by July 5th. Wow. Thank you for letting me know that. I did not know that. Oh, man. I better make my plan now. Do I want to leave or do I want to stay? It's not funny, man, but I've been debating the last couple of days. Do I want to endure what's about to come? Because it feels like no matter where you go anyway, you're just going to feel this in some shape or form. This is going to affect you. If your country, the United States, is blown off the map, and Russia and China, who's gonna, finance the world at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like, so if we did go to Chile or we did go to Mexico and all that, all them governments are gonna collapse. That's gonna be temporary. And we still don't know what would happen to the world after this war, like at all. So we'll see. United States State Department clears a 15 billion sale of missile defense systems for Poland. Now, Poland has been building up their military. They're trying to become the strongest military force in Europe, even trying to surpass Germany, even though Germany is saying that they want to be the strongest military force in Europe. So we got this back, this competition back. But this is for the defense spending, and they know that the threat of Russia is getting closer. And as I told you guys before, anything can happen. Poland is already positioning themselves to possibly, this is the big rumor, annex Western Ukraine. This is the big rumor going around right now. So they're saying Russia's going to approach this part of Ukraine. Poland is going to make a deal with the Ukrainians to take the western part. Now, if they do this deal, they're going to give Russia an ultimatum and say, hey, you can go ahead, take whatever part of the Ukraine that you want. But this half stays with the West and this half stays Ukraine. So it'll be like a West Ukraine and Eastern Ukraine. Does that make sense? Yeah. This will be able to give them security guarantees, and this will make sure that Russia didn't get past that point, but this would also bring a war with Russia. Don't give no doubt of that. Russia would have to agree with this. If they didn't agree with this, then that's war with NATO or war with Poland at that point. But yeah. Turkey not gonna let Sweden in. Nope. We're on the Sweden stuff. NATO to show that it stands behind Ukraine at a summit. As I said, it's a major announcement supposed to be coming. Please be safe Monday until the 11th of July. Russia, be good birthday. It's the 9th. Then Russia will feel NATO definitely at its doorstep. Yeah. Look, we need something to really wake up these leaders. If they're all in bed together and they're just going to blow this up, then, just stop the show and get it over with. But if they're not all in bed together and this is something that's really on the depth of humanity, survival or whatever, we need something to stop now. Like, we need a wake-up call before this gets out of hand and too late and we make something that can never be repaired ever again. We're already at the point where enemies and us are at each other's doorsteps. Russia's on our doorstep. China's on our doorstep. We're on their doorstep. I've always thought of NATO like close to how the Soviet Union was. Russia was absorbing countries and they could put, pretty much whatever they wanted in those countries. Vice versa, NATO, a US-led alliance, is able to pretty much absorb countries. I wouldn't say that we're absorbing them, but I'd say that the United States is able to put their tools or whatever, nuclear weapons, wherever in these NATO states. It's really up to us, or their countries too. But I feel like Russia takes this as the United States approaching them, and they've started to approach us. We're meeting right here. Hopefully Russia will not feel backed up in the corner. I think they're there. I think they're there. Or the United States is going to do a false flag, and that's going to be the reason they go into Ukraine. Yeah, that's the nuclear thing. So all the rumors going around the nuclear plant. Ukraine might blow it up. Russia might blow it up. Ukraine might do a dirty bomb. The United States might drop an atomic bomb on Ukraine. Like, there's so many rumors going around this. But yes, the United States have set up the footprints to pretty much go to war with Russia if this plant blows up. So if it does blow, NATO's in this. United States in this. We're at war. If the plant doesn't blow, something else um will do that. Someone just texted me. Okay, United States close to approving long-range ATACMS missiles to bolster Ukraine's fight. So we're getting ready. That would be war with Russia. You know, that was another thing. They didn't want us to send ATACMS. Ukraine is asking. Oh, Poland's supposed to be sending long-range. I forgot that. Poland's sending Ukraine long-range missiles too, and Ukraine even asked for them to be able to be used on Russian territory. So crazy, bro. Crazy times around. Russia flying out their diplomats from the United States. Yep, another huge red flag. Good job. That's another big red flag. Russia sending out their submarine fleet, which we still haven't heard where, positions are or anything. They sent them out again in the Pacific Ocean. So they're on secret missions. We have the Poseidon that was supposed to be tested. Never heard about that again. Just a lot. All right, anything else? Ukraine spy chief warns Russia has finished preparations for an attack on Europe's biggest nuclear plant. Okay, so we got that. It's a lot of plant news, I told you guys. Ukraine will work towards NATO membership. Ukraine should be able to skip. Oh, yeah, this is the one from the UK. Ukraine should be able to skip key requirements in its bid to become a NATO member. NATO should consider overlooking the specific requirements for Ukraine's pathway to joining the alliance. He said they should skip the membership action plan, which means they just will let them in at some point. I mean, they would have to vote still, but they would already have a plan for Ukraine to join. The war stops, Ukraine joins NATO. Probably looking at the Titanic. Possibly. Generals killed in Russians. Okay, now that's all the stuff from yesterday and the day before yesterday. Or the day before yesterday. I didn't go live yesterday. That's why I wanted to make sure I did one on YouTube today. And one on TikTok today. Ukrainian pilots step up F-16 fighter training. Oh, yeah, this would tell me. Denmark. I knew it was out of Denmark or Romania. Denmark is giving Ukraine their F-16 training, which has now started. So just letting y'all know. So Denmark might be the first country to give them the F-16 fighter jets. Then that's what I get out of this. On that note, any questions for me? Sorry, I'm a little tired and drained today. It's been a long couple of days. I went camping yesterday. That's why I wasn't live. I ended up going camping and just kind of taking a mental break and, thinking about what I want to go with life, after this, after everything. Jay, do you think NATO is going to say July 11th? Oh, what do you think NATO is going to say July 11th? Well, Ukraine is toughening the position, and they're putting a really strong pressure on NATO to do some kind of big announcement for Ukraine. So the first thing that Jens Stoltenberg, from the hints that I got so far, his the big thing he said 2 weeks ago was that Ukraine was going to be equal to a NATO member, which means they could probably most likely get all the benefits of a NATO member. Then the other thing, they're trying to find a way to just let Ukraine know that they're equal to us. We're in this together in the long run. Do I think they're going to announce a membership for Ukraine? I'm really worried about what could be announced. If it's a membership for Ukraine, let's say they made some secret behind the door vote, and they just decide on July 11th, okay, let's let them in. That's gonna be a bad day for the world. If it comes that way, and I know France and Germany is on board for security guarantees, and the United States is, which means they can put a no-fly zone and all that. That'd be bad for the world. They announced that they're going to put troops in Ukraine because y'all know that Poland's trying to build a collision with Ukraine, a coalition. That's going to be bad for the world. So either way, guys, the next steps have to be an escalative step. It has to be. Russia made so many escalative steps here. I mean, we did too. We're in, equally. But Russia placing the nukes in Belarus and all this, we have to do something to counter Russia. We've got to. So there is going to be a big announcement, I believe. And they're hyping up this summit. But what is it going to be? Probably something with Ukraine, man. Something to escalate. But something could happen before the summit. What if the plant blows up right before the summit? Hey, well, we told you, Russia. Now we step in. Damn, that could be another plan. That could be another plan. False flag explosion at the plant. NATO summit could be used as a declaration of war. Not saying that's a fact, but that's another thing. What do you think about the Yellowstone? I think the Yellowstone has got some time. We'll see. I haven't heard about the Yellowstone. I heard about some glaciers going up and stuff, but I haven't really heard about any activity in Yellowstone. My allergies are going crazy. Normally, it's at the beginning of spring. You're not in the area where all the smoke going either, right? I know that a lot of people are being affected by this Canadian smoke. Let me see if I can put a map up. Give y'all a little map of what it looks like right now. Okay. I'm about to say, oh no. Man, today it's bad, but it looks a lot better than it did yesterday. This is the smoke map. East coast of the United States. Still getting all this, but it looks better than yesterday. Yesterday it was a lot of orange. And bro, I was at the campsite last night. I couldn't breathe. Like, it was so smoky. I'm over here. I walked around. I was like, oh man. I felt like every 30 minutes to an hour I needed some water. Like, it was bad. But hey, it's something we got to deal with, right? It looks like it's going to clear up by the 2nd. July the 2nd is supposed to be clear on the East Coast. So y'all might get a break. New York's bad today. Boston's bad. And Washington, D.C. is pretty bad. My area is all right. We're probably just going to see it up in the air, but not like how it was like everywhere. They did say it's the same thing as smoking a pack of cigs. Yep. If they hit east and west with the Satan 2 nukes, there's a big chance it could set off the Yellowstone. Oh yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, a direct. I think we were talking about this on the TikTok live. A direct hit on the nuclear, or not the nuclear, but a direct hit on the Yellowstone volcano with a Satan 2 missile. A missile that's designed to destroy Texas and destroy France with one blow. One blow would be wild. I think that would be enough to set it off. Put the East Coast on that, and that's. Can you imagine what you would feel with a 50 megaton explosion? Could you imagine? Jay, if we get rain in Missouri, I am about to do a naked dance. Oh, Lord. All right. Do you think they're going to mobilize the National Guards? I know they've been sending them out. I don't know what the United States plans are for protecting this country. If you mean here. I don't know what their plans are to protect this country. Because the only war that's going to come here is probably the war we don't want to come here, and that's nukes. And I just don't see us getting into a conventional fight. I don't see China really hitting us with hypersonics in San Francisco or something like that. Can you just imagine? We'd attack them back. I honestly think the only way someone's going to attack America is either sabotage us from within and out, or dropping a nuke on us. But as far as the mobilization, I know that they're mobilizing for training. They keep saying training, and a lot of people are coming on. And I've seen some guy on TikTok try to debunk what I was talking about, saying I was giving fear porn, that exercises happen every year. But failed to put out there that these exercises are getting more intense, they're getting larger, they're breaking records, they're escalating tensions, and we're in a different era than we were before. So I'm going to continue to report my news. I'm going to continue to stay on this. Sorry, my head's everywhere. Jay, I seen red containers being delivered to a port that night, and my truck shut off 12 times only when I visited the port that night. Wow. I heard after the power grid gets hit, they're going to mobilize the National Guard. Probably. We'd have to go to martial law if that's the way they go with it. It's either they're going to let us fight it out or they're going to martial law. But if the power goes out, we're definitely going to martial law, or some kind of big event will happen in America. People said plastics chemical smell could be coming from the BP refinery leak in Indiana. Yeah, I know. I've been hearing a lot of people saying that there's a lot of plastic smell, a lot of chemical smell. People tied to the fires in Canada, but who knows? All right, trying to make it up to an hour. Give an hour conversation with you guys. Okay. I just wanted to make sure to give a live to you guys. Missed you guys, man. Just had to take a little mental day break, but I'm okay today. Ready to go live on TikTok. Ready to get the topic out there. Thank you all for coming through. Thank you all for sharing your vibes with us. Man, they need to release Spider-Man 2 because I don't think we're gonna see October. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, are you feeling okay? Yeah, I'm exhausted. I stayed up till like 4 o'clock last night. I was looking up news at the campsite. Of course, all that smoke and shit I was breathing in. I'm probably just really lightheaded today. That's why I can't even barely mix my sentences together today. I'm like, damn, I'm going this way with things, and then it's going this way. I'm trying to go this way with things, but it's going this way. So I'm like, oh, fuck this. I'll just let them know I'm not feeling too well, but I'm all right. I'm all right though. I feel better as we're talking on. My TikTok live should be a lot better than this. I'll keep this live up here, for the ones that just want to know what's going on, and for the ones that just want a drink more, plenty of water. Yep. And those that just need a recap. But people, be safe out there. We're in a dangerous world, and we have no idea. Something's being brewed up, man. And I warned this for a long time, my friends, and we're here. We're here at Ground Zero. This is no longer talk or speculation. This was never a conspiracy theory. This was something that was bound to happen in one way or the other. We just was hoping it was later than sooner, but it seems to be sooner than later. So my friends, be safe. Have a bug out plan. Stock up on some potassium iodide. Please get some hydration tabs so you don't have to rely too much on a lot of water if you're trying to survive. Get hazmat or some kind of gas mask, or not gas mask, but something radiological filter or something like that is going to help you I'm going to start giving you guys some links to some sites that have survival gear. So that way, and maybe I can partner with these sites and be able to give you guys a discount code. So when you guys do go and shop for these, you'll be able to have what you need. I think that would be better instead of me always, just telling you guys, hey, get this, and get that. It'd be better to lead people to what to get, and maybe it'd be nice to partner with some of these guys. So I'm on that. Be on TikTok soon. Remember our golden rule: always love, unity, and peaceful life. On top of that is preparedness and awareness. Don't be scared. Be prepared and stay aware. All my donation stuff probably came across this screen a couple of times, but if y'all want to help where I go today, it's $150. If y'all end up making it to this part of the live, if not, it's okay. I'm about to head to TikTok. Give me like 10-20 minutes. I'm gonna look up some new news and we'll be ready on TikTok. I'll see y'all there. Hope y'all love this live. Know I love you. Love all the other channels out there. New York Prepper, you're the shit. Off-Grid Farming with Paul and Adrian, you're the shit. Canadian Prepper, you're the shit. Keep doing what you're doing. Dabu7, you're the shit. Javante Team, you're the shit. Southwest Prepper, all you guys that are helping the community, please keep helping them. People like me, really appreciate it. I learn from you guys as well, just like I'm learning from myself. I am learning to better prepare myself. Hopefully, I get a new collab. Oh, Maforgo. I'm getting hip to him too. Mafargo or Mafugo. Also, you keep doing what you're doing, bro. I love your channel and love the direction you're going with it. Keep it up. Keep it up. But anyways, I'm done over here, guys. Remember, I go to rule, love, unity, and peaceful life. On top of that, preparedness and awareness. If I haven't said it already, let me get out of here before I talk y'all heads off another fucking hour. That don't sound too bad, does it? But I'll see y'all on TikTok. Peace.